We were driving around looking for parking, and I couldn't find parking, and I had some of the people in my car. And so I told them, hey guys, it's getting late. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. I'm cool with dropping you guys off in front of the club, but I might just go home. And they're like, oh man, okay, well, sorry, well, we'll see you later, James. Thank you so much for coming. And I'm like, yeah, thank you so much for inviting me. I'm driving back home. And I'm like, no, they are going to another club all because they can't find parking doesn't mean that there's no parking. So I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna find parking, and I'm gonna show up at that club. And so I spent like a good 20 minutes driving around looking for parking. I found this really random parking spot that was like 10 minutes away. I'm like,
my Vans.
back.
It's so weird wearing these headphones sometimes because it's crazy. I was watching like our first episode of the podcast ever, and bro, we have come a long way.
Fortunately, yeah, we have.
We have come a long way to get into where we need to be right now with this podcast, and I'm so blessed and so grateful for it.
I feel like you're sitting up. I feel like I should sit up too.
I mean, you don't have to. I'm just like in this position right now. I'm kind of like stuck here right now.
I'm gonna do that too.
Oh, that's cool too.
Got a little.
I was like, I didn't want to mess with your comfort. But I'm just like sitting up right now just because I wanted to sit up. I'm like, And welcome back to another episode of the Why Not Podcast. It's your boy Karl.
And it's your boy James.
Where we talk about whatever we want because...
Why not?
Hawk to not.
Hawk to not.
Hawk to not.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's what they should call her followers. The Hawk to not.
Hawk to not. That sounds like Tagalog.
The Hawk to not. The Hawk to not.
Yeah, it sounds like Tagalog a little bit, right?
So, as what James was saying from all the other episodes that we haven't done all the episodes doing this. We've only done one. But we are going to ask you a question.
Okay.
And I kind of want to know this.
Who's we?
I am.
Yeah, I was like, we.
The three other people that are with me right now. Hello.
Oh.
That's some weird shit. That's like some Split shit.
Yeah,
you know that movie?
That's a good movie.
That's a really good movie. But yeah, no, I wanted to now ask you the question of, and I feel like I wanted to know this from the jump, and I feel like you've said this multiple times, but I feel like a lot of people can benefit from this episode. And because people have different definitions of what they're like. If you were to ask this question to someone else, they probably have a completely different answer to it. And we've asked people this question before, but let's ask you this question.
Okay.
What's the key to life, man? What's the key to life? Like, what do you think because we go about life doing all these different things, and we've asked so many people, like, what do you think you do? And I feel like we've gotten a different question or a different answer from every single person that we could have asked. But to you, what do you think that we need to do in this life to just get through, bruh?
Maintain a high fiber diet. Shit's just
funny because
which leads me to the reason, which is just I don't fucking know. But to answer your question, to answer your question on a serious matter, like, what's the definition of life?
Yeah, what's the key? Like, not the definition, because I feel like there's not really a definition of life, but I'm talking about, like, how do we go through it? Okay. A lot of people just be going through life sometimes nicely, sometimes roughly. Okay. And for you, because I've had many talks with you before, and, like, it just seems like, I mean, obviously I'm not going to disregard, like, what you go through sometimes, because, we all have our rough days. But it just seems like you on your end are able to just, like, every time I ask you a question, you're always like, just grind, just do what you got to do, work. Like, how do you even maintain, like, how do you even continue that drive? And, like, what is the key to just being able to stay on your shit, just, like, stay on top of what you got to get done? Because a lot of people would just go through it and just be like, I give up. Okay. When I don't see, like, this is just to compliment you, I don't see you as like a I give up kind of guy. Like, you're gonna keep going until you figure it out, and you usually do. You always figure it out. So it's like, what is that key for you? Like, what is it that you do that you think that people should do?
If you ask me, it's really all about how you think. It's your mentality towards everything. And something that I have learned is that no one is going to do it for you. Whatever it is, no one's going to do it for you. People aren't giving out handouts, so don't expect that. And if someone has given or received one, it doesn't mean that it's going to happen to you. And so you should never go into anything thinking that, oh, like I can benefit from, this person giving me this or that. Like, no. At the very end of the day, you're on your own. And that sounds kind of sad, because it's like you could have family and friends, but like your friends aren't paying for your bills. Your family probably not gonna pay for your bills. They're not gonna feed you. They're not, or I'll put it like this, they're not gonna exercise for you. They're not gonna make sure that your mental health is good. Like, you have to do all that on your own, which is why at the very end of the day, you really are alone. You really are by yourself, Now, you can look at that in a very like literal sense. I'm not saying that you have to, but I think that if you do, you'll realize that if that's the reality of it, you'll tend to change a lot of the things that you do in your life. Like, if you know that you're alone, then are you just going to sit there and be alone, or are you going to move? For me, I think that it's very important to make sure that, you are happy, of course, and people find happiness in many different ways. So that really just depends on you. That could be teaching. It could be finding something that's like just very fulfilling to you. And for me, I think that is being with my friends, being with my family. I really enjoy creating, and I don't know. I really enjoy actually just being healthy. Like, being healthy is something that I enjoy doing. Like, I don't enjoy, every now and then, I'll drink, I'll fuck around a little bit, but like I really do enjoy taking care of my body. I'm not in the fitness industry or anything, but I really do enjoy that, and maybe even find a little bit of passion in it. But you really want to. I think the key is just to be happy, find some sort of happiness, find some sort of peace. I mean, at the end of the day, when all these people are grinding and we're working hard, like, we're doing it because for some people it's for selfish reasons. It could be just because they want to have a life where it's, they can get whatever they want, or they can do whatever they want. And not saying that there's anything bad with that. Granted, I think that that's something that you should do. But the importance of not stressing, the importance of just knowing that, like, if I want to go do something, I can do it, or if I want something, I can get it. It doesn't have to be extraordinary. Like, it doesn't have to be a Ferrari or a yacht or anything, but it's like you wake up and you're like, rent, bills, everything's paid for. What do I want to eat? I want to eat that. I can eat that. Where do I want to go? I kind of want to go to like Japan in like a week. Let's go buy tickets. Like, just the thought and the idea of just being able to have that financial freedom is amazing. And I think that is the most important thing. Well, not necessarily the financial freedom part, but it's the time that you have, because money comes and goes. And I know I might be like rambling. I'm not really sure. Let me know if I am. But money comes and goes. But the most important currency that we have on this earth is your time. And so my perspective is, I want to work really hard now and, invest, make money, become successful, network, do what I need to do, so then I have the ability to do whatever I want to do whenever I want to do it. Because I feel like at that point in time, that's when you're really reaping the benefits of everything that you've worked really hard for. I think that I can speak for a lot of people when I say that a lot of people are struggling financially. Inflation's going crazy. The US dollar, the value of it is decreasing. Like, there are a lot of things going on. We have an election. This is an election year, so the stock market's going to go insane. Groceries, bills are just insane. Like, the amount of money that we pay just to do normal grocery shopping for essentials has changed drastically. We don't have a dollar menu anymore. In McDonald's, it's the value menu. What the fuck does that even mean?
Dollar Tree's not really Dollar Tree.
89-cent five beefy 5-layer burrito on Taco Bell is now like what, $5?
Oh, shit.
You know, getting a McChicken from McDonald's used to be $1.05, and that's including tax. Now it's like $2 and something else. But like,
Jeez.
I guess what I'm trying to say is that like the times are always changing and things are getting harder and harder and harder. You know, you can't buy a really nice home like our parents did, you know, 20, 30, maybe 40 years ago for, you know, the amount, like, I don't know, like $200,000 for an amazing home that now costs, you know, maybe $1 million. You know, times are tough and it's not getting easier for us, at least for the American people, you know. So what do you have to do? Well, you can't just do nothing. You can't just hope that, you know, the president or the government's going to start giving out handouts, because they're not going to. You know, the government, the president, America, the world doesn't really care that much about you, really. There's a reason why you don't learn taxes in school. They don't actually teach you anything that you need to know, because they don't want you to know it. And if you know it, it's not going to benefit them. It's not going to benefit the people who are actually in control, which is why people don't take advantage of LLCs. They don't take advantage of tax write-offs. They don't take advantage of all the things that you can get. But fortunately enough, we do live in a time that now we live with information that's free, that's everywhere. That's called the internet. Google, YouTube. You can look up anything that you want to. But the issue with that is that even though that we have that power in our hands, most people will not do it. Most people will not take the time to just look it up and actually take that information and apply it. Some people will look at it and you may even see like a really cool informational TikTok and they'll save it, and then that'll be the end of that. They won't even look at the saved TikTok. They will never look back at it. They will never implement it.
That's facts.
And like, I can't lie, I've done that before, so like I'm guilty of that. I'm sure that a lot of us are. But we need to make sure that we're good, like on a personal level. Like, yeah, we can make sure that other people are good, but like, again, at the end of the day, no one is going to take care of you. What about you? Mm-hmm. So just kind of circling back around and just trying to answer your question, like what I think the key to life is. I think the key to life is making sure that you can control your own time and control the things that you want to do. And I think that the only way that you can really get that time and get that freedom is by either making a lot of money or being in some sort of place of power, or both, or, you know, I don't know. But
was there I ask you this, was there any type of like moment back in your past that was like a pivotal moment for where you were just like, yeah, I gotta buck up on my own shit, like ain't nobody gonna help me do this shit, bro, it's just me out here?
Yes and no. I've always kind of known that I've always wanted to start a business. I've wanted to invest. I wanted to make sure that like I reach a certain level of freedom. Yeah. I think that a big pivotal moment was a couple of years ago when I got out of a relationship and I was alone.
That was a lot.
Yeah, and I was like, it's been a while since I felt like alone. I'm like, bro, I am by myself. Wait, like I don't have a place to live. Wait, I don't have a car. Wait, like what am I doing?
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
And at that moment, there was something that switched in my mind, and I'm just like, okay, I get it. We're alone. At the very end of the day, anything can happen. You could lose a loved one at any moment. Like the way that life is so fast, life is so quick. You don't know what's going to happen. At the very end of the day, you are alone. So you need to make sure that you're good at the very end of the day. And so at that moment, I was like, bet, turn everything around. All right, I need to get transportation. I got to get a car. All right, now got to find a place to live. Boom, did that. Looked at my face. You don't realize how much your body changes until you really just like hit rock bottom and look at yourself. I didn't realize how much weight I've gained. I didn't know. I really didn't know.
Dude, it was crazy,
and then like
dog.
I realized it and I was like, okay, James, like your face is round. I've never had a round face before. I'm like, this is insane. You gotta do something about that.
Like your whole beard was just kind of like forming.
Yeah, it was insane,
like
bro.
Fucking Black Santa Claus type shit, bro.
It was insane. I still keep the pictures up on Instagram because I'm the kind of guy who's like, I don't like removing things from Instagram because I want to see where I've been and where I am. So you can even go back and look at those pictures. I look really chunky, but
hey.
I appreciate it, man. But yeah, man. It's just it took me to hit rock bottom, you know, for me to really realize that. To like, well, it took me rock bottom. It took me to getting to rock bottom to realize it and actually implement it. Yeah. It's something I always knew, but sometimes shit needs to hit the fan for you to actually like hit, you know what I mean? Like I say it all the time when people are in a car. A lot of people will go into a car and they won't wear their seatbelt. Well, you'll wear a seatbelt after you get into a car crash and you realize that, oh shit, I could have died. After that, I promise you, you'll start wearing a seatbelt because you realize that shit hit the fan. You know, you never know what's gonna happen. Life can happen in an instant, so you got to make sure that you're good. But yeah, so I'm always like, I'm always trying to like learn more from other people, shadow people. I ask a lot of questions, especially in the videography, real estate, you know, media space, because I'm always trying to learn how to improve myself and my business and my net worth. And another really important thing is your network. Your network is your net worth. Who you know is very, very, very important. Nowadays, if you want a job, sometimes it's not even about your resume. Your resume doesn't mean shit.
If you know the right people, bro.
Yeah, it's who you know. Facts. Like, you don't need to know anything. All you need to know are people. So talk to people, understand human psychology and how to talk to people and how to just get in front of them or get them in front of you, or at least get them to listen to you. If you can master human psychology, you can master talking to people, and you can, like, if you could do that, like, that'll take you so far. You know, one of the reasons why I want to actually do better in golf, despite actually having fun, because I actually did have fun.
I'm glad that you did have fun.
I actually had fun. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, they were telling me that they were using a lot of your shots too.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I was like, okay, my boy, don't be the my boy.
Listen, I was like, hey, man, I learned it all from Karl. I learned it all from Karl.
Relax, brother. Relax.
But something that I want to do is, I know that a lot of business deals are made during golf. I know a lot of successful, powerful people also play golf. If you know how to play golf, you can get in front of them, and you can beat them in a game. I don't know. That's an opportunity.
Jasper tells me all the time that like a lot of networking and a lot of business goes down on a golf course. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's why it's really important, like, that you at least learn how to play golf.
Exactly. Maybe you don't even have to be the best, but like,
you just be talking in golf, bro. You know, you're sitting in the cart with a motherfucker. You don't want to be quiet. Yeah. Like, you gotta talk to people, you know, especially like, it just helps with the mind.
You gotta talk about something.
Hell yeah, bro.
And so, yeah, like I said, your network is your net worth. All right. Yeah. Who you know is very important. Me personally, I'm a very ambivert guy. I can be extroverted or introverted. I'm a little bit more on the introverted side. Hybrid. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, if I were to choose to be extroverted or introverted, I'd probably be a little bit more introverted. But there are times when I legit have to, you know, this is something that I started implementing just very recently. But I told myself every once in a while, because if you do it every day, it's very exhausting, and it's I don't think I'll be able to stick with it. But if you can do your very best, 100%, just for 24 hours, what can you do? And just that thought, like, I want you guys to really try this. Like, one day, just wake up and be like, okay, what if today I went 100% and did the very best, like actually the very best? Because we say, oh man, I did my best at something, but like, no, I mean, like, you actually did your very fucking best,
like your perfect something. Day.
Yeah, like you just did everything that you needed to do almost perfectly, you know. Yeah. There was a time where I had a lot of things to do. I had to shoot somewhere, I forgot where. I had to shoot in Virginia Beach, and I was also invited to a little birthday get together in Richmond, and I had something else I needed to do that day, and I was just like, man, it's gonna be a really long day. I don't know when to do this, but I told myself, you know what, today I'm gonna do the very best that I can. I'm gonna shoot everything the very best that I can. I'm gonna try to do everything I need to do. I'm gonna eat healthy. I'm gonna drink water. I'm gonna keep my mind in check, and I did that for the whole entire day. The shoot killed it, got all the shots that I needed. We went to dinner. I'm, like I mentioned, I'm a little bit more introverted, but I forced myself to talk to people. I forced myself to talk to people and ask questions. And by doing that, I got contacts. I got, social media accounts and Instagrams and stuff. And now I actually work with those people today. And if I didn't go out of my way and really try to be my very best at that very moment, maybe I wouldn't have had those gigs. After that shoot, I drove all the way back to Richmond, which took about 2 hours or so. I got back at I think 1 or 2 a.m. And these guys who invited me to this party, they were still out. Now, 1 or 2 a.m., it's hella late. I'm hella tired. I've been working all day. I want to go home and sleep. But if I'm going to be at 100%, bro, I got to go to this party. And so I pull up.
You're reckless as fuck,
bro.
I would have just slept, dog. I would low key. That's too much. I would have slept.
Listen, I had to.
2:00 in the morning, bro.
2 a.m., bro.
Fuck that shit, bro.
It was
I'm in bed.
whose birthday? It was Justin and Ariel.
Oh yeah.
I think it was Justin's birthday, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go out for Justin. And
did you post anything on that day?
Yeah, I think so.
I peeped. Yeah.
But we went out. I pulled up, and I was like, yeah, I made it. It was like, oh yeah, James made it. It was like a EDM club. People, it was crazy.
It's like that white girl at the dance.
And it's like, bro, exactly. Bro, I was so tired, but I was just like, man, I'm just here. Like, fuck it. I don't care. And you know what? I'm not tired. I'm full of energy.
It's all in the mental.
It's 2 a.m., bro. I be going to sleep at 8 a.m., man. Like,
He's
I'm
an
good.
Old man.
And so after that, they're like, hey, we're going to go to another club. And I was like, oh,
fucking wild.
I was like, word? Okay. And so,
dude.
We were driving around looking for parking, and I couldn't find parking, and I had some of the people in my car. And so I told them, hey guys, it's getting late. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. I'm cool with dropping you guys off in front of the club, but I might just go home. And they're like, oh man, okay, well, sorry, well, we'll see you later, James. Thank you so much for coming. And I'm like, yeah, thank you so much for inviting me. I'm driving back home. And I'm like, no, fuck that. No, they are going to another club. All because they can't find parking doesn't mean that there's no fucking parking. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to fucking find parking, and I'm going to show up at that fucking club. And so I spent like a good 20 minutes driving around looking for parking. I found this really random ass parking spot that was like 10 minutes away. I'm like, I'm parking there. I parked there, walked all the way over. I think it was some, it was some gay club. It was like Rainbow Cactus. I don't remember what it's called. But like,
what the fuck?
I showed up and I was like, I'm here. They were like, oh shit, Jared's in there. And then, we were just dancing and vibing and stuff. And, I saw some people from neighborhood. Like it was
bro, what time did you finally get done with your day, bro?
Realistically, bro, I got back at like 4 or 5 a.m.
Holy fuck.
And so after we were there,
can't do that shit anymore, bro.
After we were there, we were pretty much there till I think about 3 when like it actually closed. And so everyone was heading out. And then after that, they were like, hey, we're going back to Justin's place to like hang out and vibe. And I'm just like, you know what? I'll be there. And so I went there too.
I felt like you just had to force yourself to be there, bro.
Bro, I did.
Shout out to Justin though. He's a great guy.
Yeah. Shout out to Justin. That's my boy, man. Justin,
that's the guy that said that he hated One Piece. So yeah. Go at him.
Go at him, y'all. But yeah, man. Like, so pretty much I got back at like 4 or 5 a.m. After hanging out with them, and I was just so satisfied. Yeah. I was so tired. In fact, you know what? I drank a Red Bull. And because of the Red Bull, I didn't actually fall asleep till like 6 or 7. 'Cause I couldn't sleep. The sun was coming up, and like sometimes when you drink caffeine late at night, it just like it fucks with my sleep.
Yeah.
But I was so persistent, and the fact that I was able to go 100% just for 24 hours, I was like, bro, I got contacts that ended up turning into prospects to people that I work with today. I developed a better relationship with Justin and Ariel to the point where we got them to the podcast. I'm just like,
yeah,
man, and that's because I want 100%. So I know I can't do this every single day because that'll be too much. But
then he did it all over again the next day.
And the next day. And the next day.
And the next day.
And the next day.
And the next day.
And the next day. But yeah, man, that's just a little story that I wanted to tell. But I think that it's a very powerful mentality, you know, and I really want you guys to maybe try to subscribe to that and really try to implement that into your own life. Like, what if I just went 100% today? Maybe just for 12 hours or fuck it, like 5 hours. 100%. Do the very fucking best that you can do and just see what happens. And I benefited a lot from it, and I do that from time to time, and I don't regret it. And
Good, man.
yeah, man.
I'm gonna ask you this question real quick, and you can be 100% truthful. Like, do you think younger James would have been proud of you, like the person you are right now?
Absolutely, yeah, without a doubt, yeah. The fact that younger James didn't have any dreams.
Fair. I remember you talked about that shit too. Like, you didn't expect yourself as much as like when you were a kid.
Yeah. Honestly, like growing up, I didn't have any passions. I didn't have any dreams. I didn't have any interests. I was legit kind of like, the best way to describe it is I was like a seed, and I just wasn't watered. I was just waiting
to be fucking
just
watered,
waiting to be watered. You know, I didn't have a dream of being a firefighter.
My boy said, "Fuck it."
Yeah, and so,
ain't nobody was doing shit for me, bro. So I said, "Fuck it."
So fuck it. I watered myself.
He said, "Bitch, rain."
No, I mean, listen. I can't like give myself that much props. I definitely did help with the growing process, but I would say this: the things that watered me were my friends. Like, it's the crucial really poured into me, and that's how I became a dancer. Because when I first started Crucial, I was a shitty dancer. You know,
I bet you weren't. Shut up.
It's people like you know, who have a relationship with God, and as well as my siblings and my family, that also, like, and Sandra, with, like, it makes me remember, like, okay, like, even though, like, we have all these worldly things, like, there's still, like, a higher power that I believe in, and I know that I can do anything as long as I have faith as small as a mustard seed, you know. And I have testimony for that, so it's, I know that I believe that, so it's like, boom,
I remember
I'm good.
I remember that too.
Yeah. Easy Media. The reason why I started Easy Media is because of TJ. I saw TJ with Poseidon Media, and I was just like, man, that's so cool that you have your own business. You're doing something creative. Like, how can I do that? And so it's from my peers and it's from my friends, and you guys all poured into me. And because of you guys, I was able to find out what I'm passionate about and what's important to me. And it took me a while, you know, but I eventually got there, and here I am today. Obviously, I think I'm still like a sapling. I'm still growing a lot. I'm still trying to learn as much as I can, but
better than where you were.
Better than where I was.
I'll tell you that, bro. I'll tell you that, because like I had to see that, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I know this is like public and shit like that, but I remember us in that apartment, bro. I know, dude. I'm gonna talk about it, man. I remember us in that apartment, man, and we were just sitting there, and I was like, damn, this is rock bottom for James. But I was like, you know what? This little bitch will be all right. You know what I mean? I was just like, I'm all right. He'll be cool. And Steve just comes in. Hey, guys.
Yeah, fucking Steve.
Yeah, bro. But then fucking, like, I knew it, man. I knew it. You know what I mean? Like, as soon as we got out of that bitch, I was just like, James will be all right, bro. Because that's just, like I said, it's just how you're wired. You know what I mean? Like, you just don't give up, you know, which is one of the things that I truly praise about you, and, like, really just inspired me, because it's like, man, I've been going through my emotions, and I'm just like, man, fuck this shit. I don't want to go through any of this shit anymore. Like, there's so many days where I just want to, like, lay down and be like, just never get up. Like, this is it. This is it. Like, I'm so done. But I feel like you realize throughout your life that there's just so much more. Like, a lot of people, like, you don't find, what's the word? You're not content. That's what I feel like I would describe you as. You're not just content with what, or you haven't settled. You know what I mean? Like, you're not settling. Like, you're not just accepting, like, this is it for me. Like, no, I feel like you're gonna find some new shit down the road that you're just gonna be like constantly moving forward with, or like Easy Media is just gonna get bigger, or that you're gonna be doing so much more with dance, and you're just gonna be making all these people like friends in your life, and you're just gonna be making more impactful things happen. And I feel like that's what God's like calling you to do, man. Like, just being able to just change the world in some way, in something so small that's gonna turn into something big. And which is why like he gave you this like energy of like as long as I got the love of God and just like this grind, like I'm G.
Well, I mean, yeah, man. I think that it's very important to at least
You good, cripple?
She's trying to put on shoes. But she's
no, not shoes. Shoe.
Singular.
Fucking cripple.
You're welcome, by the way.
By the way, no offense to crippled people. It's just Sandra broke her foot, so I just call her cripple.
She'll get that later. What is that? What just broke? Oh, now we got Kiba running around, bro.
Did your bracelet break, brother?
Oh, the one we made at neighborhood.
It's okay. I'll clean it up. Go do what you gotta do. All right. Oh no.
I mean,
he's eating it.
Yeah, he's eating it. Sorry.
Don't do all that.
I'll clean it up. Hey, what's up, guys? Hope you guys are really enjoying this episode. We just wanted to interrupt this episode so that we can talk about our partnership with WHYNOTOKAZE.
So WHYNOTOKAZE is actually a high-quality gym apparel brand, and their main mission is to be the best version of yourself through how anime made us feel. And if you go on WHYNOTOKAZE's site right now, you can actually get 15% off their merch. So this is what I'm wearing right now. This is their WHYNOTOKAZE shirt. It is amazing. I love how it's an oversized tee. So I didn't have to get like a super large shirt. It was a medium. And if you guys see it, it looks kind of dope. I'm going to turn right here real quick just so you guys can see the back. Stop. Anyway, yes, this is WHYNOTOKAZE's shirt, and it is amazing. We love the way that it feels. James is on the way right now, so if you go on their site and type in "why not WHYNOTOKAZE" at checkout, you actually get 15% off your purchase. So don't miss out on it. We're gonna be part of this for a while, and we are just so excited to be a part of their journey. So we thank you guys so much.
So if you love anime, you love working out, whether that be One Piece, Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, Bleach, whatever, make sure that you hop on this brand and support it. Thank you guys so much. Remember to use our code WHYNOTOKAZE so then you can get 50% off your purchase. And back to the episode.
Yeah.
Oh man, there's so much going on right now. The camera died. Okay, we're back, guys.
But yeah, man, I mean, like, to just sum it all up, bro, I'm just like proud of the person that you've become. Like I said, a lot of growth went into it, and just like as hard as the beginning was, like, bro, I just think about the workout video that you put out. You know what I mean? It's like, it's your turn, bitch. It's like, turn. No, bro, but it's the fucking flat leg fucking in the fucking, yes, bro, in the room, bro. That's how you know that you were just on it, bro. Like Baka type shit. You know what I mean? I was just like, man, this guy's not phased. Like, he's just gonna do his own shit. And look, like, you weren't texting me, you weren't texting nobody, but I was just like, guys, we just gotta leave James alone.
Honestly, I feel like I was just kind of purging, like.
Yeah, bro, heavy.
I was
heavy
purging,
type.
bro. Like.
Oh my gosh, it's like everybody. I don't care who the fuck you are. Everybody, just shut the fuck up. Wait. Let me do my thing.
Give me a second, all right?
Like, trust me, please. And then as soon as you're done, you're like, holy shit.
I mean, I really appreciate that, man. Oh, it really does mean a lot.
No, like, it's like, I understood, bro, like, fucking going through that whole thing, but it's like, as funny as it hurt, like, you needed that, you know, and then look what just came out of it now, you know. So it's like, you're just doing so much already, and I feel like your key to life is valid. It's just like, nobody's gonna be doing this shit for you, bro. And as many times as, like, because I tell this to people all the time when they're looking for advice, like, bro, you can hear you yap, you can hear me yap, you know, but at the end of the day, our yapping can be fucking useless.
Yeah.
You know, like, you don't have to listen to me. It's only if you decide to intake the information and actually do something about it. Fuck, not even tomorrow, but like within the next 10 minutes of you hearing the shit. You know what I mean? So like,
go do some push-ups right now,
bro. And I'm telling you, just like one of the things that
why are you putting it off?
The one thing, that's one of the things that I'm trying to like implement in my mind right now. Is
Hey, sorry, you're being very squeaky over there. Yeah. It's like very loud.
I'm about to leave.
Okay.
But one of the things that I've been like learning about to do, like especially with like how we started the podcast, basically to sum it all up is don't wait. Don't wait. Like do your shit. Like just do it. Like there's this one dude who was talking about it. It's like you gotta like give discipline to your own mind to where it's like when you're about to do something and you feel like you're about to procrastinate, just say do it now, do it now, do it now, do it now. And it's like you just have to wire your brain like that to just like go and do the thing that you've always wanted to do. Like, and if it fails, you get experience from it and then you build something new upon that. Like just don't wait for your chance to do this shit. You know what I mean? Because like I don't want to, because there was like this someone who put it out this story. It's like, what if we go to like, what if we die tomorrow, right? Like figuratively speaking, like I'm not saying that you are, but what if? And you go to heaven and they're like, and this shit hit me, bro. This is why I think about it all the time. It's like, oh yeah, you're Karl. You're the philanthropist. You're the Nobel Prize winner. You're the, and they're like, no, that's not me. Like I didn't do any of that shit. I was working the 9 to 5. I was just, so oh no, I'm reading out where you were meant to be. Like I'm reading out what you were called down to be while you were down there. And you're just like, fuck. Like I was supposed to be all that, but I didn't take the chance. Like why'd I wait? Like I could have been that. Like what? And now you're gonna be thinking like, what opportunities did I just miss to not be what I was supposed, like what God intended me to be? You know? So like just don't wait. Don't miss out on your chance, because that chance could be something great that you just don't know of. Like you're not scared. You're not scared of, like, I forgot who said it, but it's just new. That's the whole reason why you're scared. Like, it's not about you failing. It's not about you doing this. It's brand new. You don't know how to go about it. That's why it just seems scary. But if you just go, fucking learn as much as you can. That's all you can do, bro. And nothing's going to be perfect first day.
Yeah. Just a couple of things to kind of close everything up in a nice burrito. One thing that you have to keep in mind is that when you get a cut, it hurts, but eventually it heals and then it doesn't hurt. The reason why is because pain is temporary. Whatever pain that you're going through right now, it's going to pass and you will see a brighter day. When it comes to being exceptional, if it was easy, everyone would do it, but it's not. If it was easy to have a six-pack, everyone would have one, but it's not. So, sorry, Sandra's distracting me again. We can hear everything.
God
you're
damn,
doing,
bro.
girl.
If you were to sneak into a house, bro, you'd get caught so fast,
Really
bro.
fast.
Trying to leave the house.
All right.
Trying to go.
Okay.
I'm trying to get away from here.
I'm trying to close, but you're like ruining.
I'll wait until you close.
Oh, are you sure?
Yes.
All right.
Okay,
almost
we're
done.
about to do it right now.
Okay. But yeah, so like I was saying, being exceptional, it's not easy. If it was, everyone would be it, but we're not, you know. Another thing, big tough pill to swallow, you're not special. I'm sorry. You're not that special. But it doesn't mean that all because you're not special doesn't mean that you can't make a change, make an impact. And that's something that you should do. If you're going to leave this earth, which you will eventually, make an impact in a community, in someone's life, in many people's lives, however you can. And at the very end of the day, just try to be happy and remember that your time is important. Money comes and goes. If you want to go on a trip like with the boys, but it costs a little bit of money, you never know when you may go on that trip again.
Say fuck
Or
it.
you never really know. Sometimes you just got to say why not. And you just got to go.
Wow, that was good. Why not?
But anyways, that's all that I have to say. Besides that, please check out WHYNOTOKAZE merch, Whole Strength merch. Check out Aura Brand. Check out Automation Consulting. Check out Karl. Check out me. Check out Easy Media. Check out Crucial. Check out Neighborhood. I don't know. I'm just throwing out.
Sandra's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But other than that,
thank you guys so much for listening or watching. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Please share this with your friends. If you really like what you're listening to, make sure that you give us a thumbs up. Give us a rating on Spotify or something like that.
damn,
And
you better.
yeah, man. Besides that, you're out, man.
Let's do it. In 3, 2, 1. Yeah!
Good night, everybody.
Love every single one of you.
I love
Bye.
you.
You want to go
I
play
love
some
you.
golf?
Yeah, let's go play some golf.
Let's
We're
fucking do
playing a 9-hole.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
We gotta
We'll see
find a
what's
place
open.
to play.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm gonna clean up all this stuff that Sandra spilled on the floor because she's crippled. Later, guys.
You're just so pathetic. I know. It's like she's just scrambling around everywhere. She's like, holy fuck. God damn it. Holy shit. Motherfucker, dude. Shit, fuck. Oh my God. And then it just comes really sad where she's like, man, fuck it.
Oh, man.